Hey everybody, today I'm going to help celebrate the beautiful Bristol Bay sockeye salmon, or the Alaska red salmon. It's something that we have been working on for years. We're so excited that there's more activity happening of trying to stop Pebble Mine. We can't let down our guard, have to keep at it. So get out there, work hard, stay working hard, watch the breach. I'm going to show you what I like to do with this particular salmon. I cook it so many different ways. This is one of my favorites though, and I call it aromatic steamed salmon. So I'm going to get my steam ready here. I've peeled my ginger. I'm going to take all my peelings and pop them into my aromatic steam. We're not going to eat this part. This is just going to infuse our fish as it steams. So a couple of star anise pods, a garlic clove or two would be good. A little bit of orange, and scraps are fine if you've got them. Maybe a little lemon, and then we want that on a simmer. Now, I left the salmon in the Cryovac for you just so you could see. This is oftentimes how you'll find it in the grocery store. It's just a side of Bristol Bay sockeye salmon. Because they're small fish, they're often sold in the sides. I'm going to just take the Cryovac off of there. I always want to take the pin bones out. I've always gone about the theory that eating fish with bones is kind of like kissing a man without a mustache. You just don't ever want to do it. So if you run your fingers right across this here, this one feels like it's already been done for me, but typically I would run right across here, reveal the pin bones, and then just get in there with my pin bone tweezers. This one's already been done for me, so I'm thankful for that. Now then, the other thing I like to tell people about the fish is when you're at the grocery store, let's just say there's a bunch of these fillets in the grocery store. I would go up by the collar up here and get a nice big fillet, a center cut fillet with some of the belly still on the fish. So I'm going to take this, and I want to put it in a shallow-sided bowl. I'm going to add some herbaceous wine. This is vermouth for my steam, and I'm going to add just a little bit here so it makes a little bit of a sauce. Now I'm going to shave a little garlic, and then I'm going to take a couple of shavings of lemon, a little bit of scallion. I need some butter, of course. Remember, we're making our sauce at the same time as we're cooking the fish. I like a little amino acid, so that's basically salt or soy sauce. And one of the nice things about these steamers is that they give off a little bit of a vanilla quality, a vanillin, like you might get out of an oak barrel, but we're going to get it out of the bamboo. Just pop it in like that, and we're going to pop it onto our boiling water there. Before we get too far along, I want to take my bok choy, and you can either leave it whole like this. I'm going to give it a rough chop. And we're going to steam that in the same pot as the fish. And then the last thing I'm going to do real quick is I have some sticky rice here. I'm going to take my ginger. I like this nice and gingery. I want a lot of it. Pop it in there. Pop it in with some butter. This is going to be the starch to our meal. And I want the ginger on the bottom, so I'm going to brown it a little bit. And I'm making a little cake out of it. So we're going to take a quick look. I can see my bok choy is not quite there yet, but my salmon should already, it's starting to turn opaque a little bit, so we're going to leave that in there. So by the time my cake is crispy, it should be about perfect. I'm going to turn this out. And see, this is exactly what we want there. A beautiful golden brown cake. Just like that. I'm going to take my bok choy. I'm going to put that right on the side. And then we're going to use our meat thermometer to tell us where our fish is. We are at 95 degrees. We probably need 2 more minutes. What I want to pull it at is at about 120 degrees. And that's when you finish with that translucent center. One of the things I want to show you here, and you could literally chop the salmon raw if you wanted and eat it raw. So cook it however you like it. But look at that sauce, right? We made a sauce while the fish was cooking. And then we're just going to take that sauce and pour it out over the fish and the rice. So that, my friends, is Bristol Bay sockeye salmon steamed over aromatics with bok choy and ginger rice. Enjoy.